Hi, thanks for joining me. What I want to talk about in this episode are the stages that I go through when I plan my own self-tapes. Now, there are three main stages that I go through, and they are similar to the stages that I go through when I'm prepping a film or a long-form video. I usually go through the pre-production, production, and post-production. So in this episode, what I want to do is set up what I do. Now, I've been doing this for a number of years, so sometimes I can cut corners or I can gloss right through some of the stages. Especially depends on how big the role is that I'm auditioning for or how difficult the part may be for me. If I get a part and it's really close to my character, and then I can take what is written on the page and incorporate that into myself, then it's much easier for me to get into character. So that way I can spend less time on the pre-production. But for instance, I'm working on a role right now. I received an announcement from my manager that they wanted me to come in and read for this role. So what I did was I started my pre-production. So my pre-production includes obviously downloading the information from my agent and my manager and taking a close look at it, reading about what the character is, what the role is, how long the commitment would be, looking through all the details of the role to see if it's something that's right for me or something that I think I'm a good fit for. And that dictates how much time I'm going to spend in pre-production. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to gloss over these three sections in this video, and then I'm going to make more videos digging deeper into pre-production, production, and post-production. So again, what I start with is the pre-production. So I downloaded my information, which included the sides, which included all the details for submission. I looked through who was making the project, what the project is for. I go online and I look up who the casting people are. I go online and I look up who the producers and directors are. I see if the show is a show that's already on the air. That's also a great help because sometimes you can take a peek at the show if you're not familiar with it, and you can see what the style of acting is on the show. Once I have everything downloaded, I take my time and I look through it and I read everything closely. Everything that was sent to me, I make sure I read it all. I read everything on the script. I don't just look at my part and read my lines. I read everything that's in the stage direction. I read the notes, because a lot of times the stuff in the stage direction can help you get an insight on who this character is and also how the other characters in the piece feel about this character. And that can give you hints about the character and what he or she is all about. This video is just to make you aware of what I'm going to be talking about in detail. I'm going to talk more in the next video about pre-production. I'm going to talk more about production, and I'm going to talk more about post-production. But this video is going to give you a little introduction on the stages that I go through. And as you learn what I do and you go out on the internet and you search what other people suggest and read as much stuff as you can out there. Find some books on self-taping, find some books on auditioning, and all of those are going to help you develop your own process, because that's what it's all really about. You need to develop something that you can rely on, how you're going to do your self-taping. Now, you can take my information as a starting point, or you can take my information and combine it with someone else's information. But you need to build your own method, your own approach, something that works for you. And that's the best way to approach this, where you have something that works for you that you're comfortable with. So thanks for joining me, and watch the next videos coming up where I get into more details on this topic, the three stages of preparing for your self-tape.